Blessings and salutations, everybody out there in the rainy city of San Termino. My name's Philip, I'm your Noir master tonight. Ooh, yeah, some smooth jazz sounds coming in over the stream here. I'm sorry, everyone, I really, every time I start these, it's just never the right moment, and I honestly think it's getting worse. Welcome to the game. We're so happy to have everyone here. Hello, players. I'm going to act like I haven't been talking to you all from between for the past 30 to 15 minutes. But I hope everyone's having a lovely night. You know, it is funny, though, here in LA, it was raining like crazy yesterday. So feels a little noir appropriate, even though in your game, I haven't let it rain yet. So I think we're just going to get into some crazy stuff here. But before we do that, I actually didn't make any notes of who I'm supposed to thank for today, so I'm just going to do that. Somebody talk about something real quick. Somebody say something.
Our sponsor, Raid. No, we're not sponsored.
Yes,
Take him off. Get him off right now.
Oh my gosh, we really
We should get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
No,
it probably isn't too hard.
No,
not,
if we have
no.
a choice, I would like to be sponsored by someone that will give me free food, like Taco Bell, or
Fair,
like, that's what I want.
it would be so
Hey,
fun.
change your name.
It's very strategic of you. I was just going for the jokes, but I respect the strategy on your part. Going for like Taco Bell or something.
Well, in
Yeah.
addition to our sponsors, also like maybe we should just say this is dedicated to our sponsor, and like it's someone who's like sponsoring us to get into a country club. Like this is,
Or just like some dude like our sponsor Jeff. And
Our
just
double A
elaborate.
sponsor.
we probably should. I mean, I guess we should celebrate Alcoholics Anonymous sponsors, but that's not as like a joke. That's just a good thing they do.
Yeah. It's just
Cool.
nice.
I want to thank Haley97 for cheering. I want to thank the Nocturnal Rabbit for rating us. I want to thank Gamer Girl Gaming Stuff for giving out a sub. And I want to just thank everybody, including several of our players, who contributed to our hype train we did yesterday, because I sort of understand what those are. I don't quite understand what they are. Oh my gosh, yes, thank you. I also want to say that this game couldn't be possible without a donation from the Snurling J. Snorling Foundation, from Uleus Hunter family, and viewers like you. Thanks, Sophia.
And maybe we
Distracted.
could
That was
go
good.
the way of Sesame Street and just say, we're brought to you today by the letter H.
Oh no. Yes, into it. Today's session of Grey in the Dark is brought to you by the feeling of ennui. Whenever you feel like... Today's game is brought to you by angst. Whether it's teen angst, existential angst,
Oh no.
or just general underlying malaise, angst has you
Today's
covered.
episode is brought to you by
Thanks.
Upsetting Mannequins Incorporated.
Ugh.
I guess also to really make KJ mad here, it can just be today's game is brought to you by the color gray, but not that gray or the other one, that one. That's right.
Color Hex. FC,
18% gray.
What are all the
18%
grays
gray.
on Hex? Are they all like is it all like is all?
Yeah,
They're all equivalent.
They're all two letters repeating, yeah.
They're all equivalent of RGB.
Photography has
categories.
a gray, and it's an 18% gray. That's like the neutral gray. You have a gray card that you balance your colors.
Today's game is brought to you by 18% Gray. Oh my gosh, 18% Gray sounds like such an indie movie that like people say is good and I will think is boring.
That is definitely some college kid's first drama movie that he wanted to
Hey
show off
guys,
his.
I'm gonna go by just Declan now if that's okay.
Yikes.
And this is my movie for our Sight and Sound class. It's called 18% Gray. I hope that you all enjoy it.
I was playing
Light
around
and
with
Sound?
my
Is that
filters
the
in
name?
Premiere.
Yeah.
I want to see how it looked.
I really did a lot of, I thought that it would be funny to ironically experiment with star wipes. And halfway through I realized that it wasn't ironic at all.
Halfway through.
It's like when you start
I
listening to
realized-
Fall Out Boy ironically, and somehow you like start, you're like, oh no, I actually enjoy them.
Just people ironically, People just ironically getting into things and then genuinely getting into them is my favorite thing in the world.
I do appreciate those who are unironically appreciative of those sort of things. Like, I'm unironically appreciative of Taylor Swift and all of her music.
Sure.
I ironically started saying bro, and now it's part of my dialogue. And so I've stopped doing anything ironically because I've learned my lesson.
It is a dangerous game.
Yeah.
I've started ironing ironically. But enough about me. I
started smithing ironically.
So stupid. Well, guys, this is all right. Well, all right, bros. I got my 4 bros here with me. 4 drink. Okay, I got 4 drinks for 4 cool guys. Does anybody know what that's from? Before we jump into this game, where there will be no more joking. Homestar Runner. Anybody familiar with Homestar Runner?
Oh, I do remember Homestar Runner.
At some point, they trick like strong bad's like, hey, Homestar, right? Why, yeah, you're cool. Go buy us drinks. And he's like, oh, cool. I'm just hanging out with cool guys. And he goes over to a drink stand. And he goes, yeah, can I just get 4 drinks for 4 cool guys? And I love it with all my heart. Strong bad's funny. I really do think Homestar Runner.
I like Strong Sad.
Strong Sad's funny. It's funny stuff. Anyway, there's real world building going on there in Flash animation, circa whatever 2005.
I miss Newgrounds, and I also don't miss Newgrounds.
Oh, Jeremy, you should change your name to something useful for me.
Oh, yes.
Something useful.
I said it before, but
I didn't hear. Wait,
but
really?
no one was listening because they're a bunch of monsters.
We were being ironic.
He was listening, but only ironically.
Yeah.
I hate you all.
Be careful. If I do that too much, I might actually start listening. So.
I can't start listening ironically. Otherwise, I'll start listening to you. The first album wasn't as good as the first album. Okay. So, when last we visited, we were not actually on the mean streets of San Termino last week. We were instead in the dusty, parched place called Million Oaks. Our heroes got some information that they'd been long waiting for. It appears that the hit on the alley that started this whole thing off was called for by one Irene the Iron, a former Toon studio boss, now turned criminal, who seems to operate for some unknown brickborn who is not Zipgun, who, according to Tasha Brunotti, somehow sits above all the crime families in San Termino. At least that's the claim she's made. Dominic, kind of from a sort of a strange clue popping into his mind, had a feeling that a lot of this didn't make sense, and maybe he really was the target of that hit. Of course, why go to all the trouble? Why not just have him get killed in why not just have someone walk up to him and he's in the mob? Makes sense. Something is strange, but he had this feeling that this is all happening for some reason. Other information that was gleaned from Tasha Brunotti, whom you guys just spoke to, real chill, didn't take anything to talk to her, no fights, no lying to men about dates and then making them almost sign contracts. It was all just
no one was turned to glue.
No one was turned to glue. Sniff. That was a sniff, by the way, of a tear that you didn't turn them to glue. That wasn't anyone huffing glue, by the way. Not that people won't huff glue in this game.
Not that we could. I didn't get to make any. I mean, come on.
Well, now we don't even have the option. Woo. So, as we sort of, our group has done these investigations, there were a couple of other things that they learned from this. Sha'Nehl sort of heard straight from the bugbear's mouth this theory that her own departed Halia Zennington might have been responsible for the color drain that never needed to happen. Duchess learned that Elgrave was introduced to Dottie by this person, and since he is in charge not only of Project Skip Bleach, but Project Storefront, which brought these mannequins into being the way they are, and of course Project Inkblot weaponizing the tunes, upon hearing that, Luminus was like, oh, and started looking for a zipper on her back. And sort of also on the sort of thread here, Dominic, of stuff that you had learned, it appeared that this Il Grazioso, whoever that is, was the name in the mouth of this brickborn with something inscribed upon his face the one time that Tachia overheard him. So with all of those points in mind, you all rushed back to get on the train so you could make it back to San Termino that night. I sort of said that we were going to... so I guess I will ask for the four of you who are here. Does anyone have business they would like to take care of this night? Or should we kind of fast forward to the next day? Is there any stuff anyone wants to do on their own? Any things they wish to follow up on? And that can include, like, that we haven't actually hit the fast forward, but yet if people would rather, like, have any conversations specifically on the train or anything like that, they can do so at this time as well.
I just do have a quick question.
Please.
I forget, or I don't know that we ever landed on anything. Was Freddie in the war with, like, part of the war effort with Duchess?
So
because they got married before the war, I know that much, but I don't know if he ever got.
So based on the way that Freddie was painted, Freddie was probably in, like, the medical corps.
Got it.
Doing
some,
that
like,
makes support stuff, yeah.
So you married a nurse, basically.
Mm-hmm.
He's a
probably
nurse.
Filipino.
He's a nurse and now a homemaker.
Hey.
Makes sense.
There's like that
Perfectly
famous
valid professions.
Totally
Vide
is
photo.
valid. I'm more laughing at what
Vide
KJ
photo.
just said. Because she says things like that, and I'm not even sure if I should laugh.
I wonder if retroactively anybody was paying attention to what the heck that construction in the monastery was about.
Were they just lying about it, or was there actually things that were...
There was a
Was
construction, but
stuff
what was it
around,
about?
yeah.
There was
And-
construction around.
It's an old mission.
And she sort of, and she, like, when that one, monk, when she opened the door to you all, after having, like, run up in, and you guys were, like, trying to knock the door down and pick the lock, she kind of came out and said, okay, go on, you can see her, and then she's like, do watch your step, there actually is, like, there really was construction, some kind of restoration. I would say, since none of you have super high intelligence, because my life is fun, I mean, your characters, obviously, you're all very intelligent people. I would say that
You don't
no
have to
one's...
lie to us like that.
What about wisdom? Wisdom, you don't have to be intelligent to know these things.
You can notice things, but you have to be intelligent to put them together. So I will sort of say that based on that, you certainly, with your passive perceptions, saw that there is legitimate construction going on, legitimate renovation, restoration. Is anyone in this group proficient in religion?
Got it. Yeah, nope.
Not anymore.
No.
I would say with that, you probably would you don't think it's a lie. You're not sure what they might be doing, what this Order of the Seventh Ray might be doing in this sort of in this mission here in Million Oaks, but it didn't arouse any suspicion. If Scrakk were here, he could tell you, but according to Sha'Nehl, he got snatched.
Got scracked, you might say.
Not yet, he hasn't.
So, does anyone want to do anything on the train home? Any requests for business, or at this point, are people just all going back to their respective houses?
I would say before I go to bed, I would check in with Ambrosia on the status of finding Zipgun. It's only been like a day.
It's been a day.
What if any progress been made since a day?
I mean, how far could he get?
Yeah, exactly. He's already in.
So if you go to your really, God, I like Ambrosia so much. She's so bad at what she does. I mean, she's actually good at what she does if she's given explicit instructions. She's got no kind of. So anyway, yeah. If you ask her, let's see. You did explicitly tell her to put the word out. So let's see.
I sure did.
Tell you what, roll me a D100.
It's gonna be one of those things where, yeah, I told them. Oh, and they told me this, but I didn't think to tell you that.
It's like when Bart has Millhouse watch the factory overnight, and it like burns to the, it collapses to the ground.
Wait, no, 6.
6?
06, yeah.
06 is nothing has come in yet. 60 you would have gotten a little bit of it. You got a tidbit, but a 6 is nothing's.
Ambrosia.
Should go. Sorry, I didn't. I asked. I said no one's come back to me yet.
All right. Very well.
I've even been answering the phone, even though no one told me to. Well, that's a lie. Cynthia told me to.
I was about to praise you
say,
too,
wow,
you
that's
son of a...
No, so she, her clarification there is that she has been answering the phone, and she said no one told me to, but then she was like, okay, Cynthia actually did tell me to. So, but as of yet, there has been no word about Zip Gun that has come through yet. But you can certainly ask again, sort of on the morrow. So with that, you may all gain the benefits of a long rest. Duchess is Luminus kind of coming to your place?
I mean, if he would be.
Is he just gonna be a regular?
Does he not have a place of his own?
Is he a drifter?
With these prices? Are you kidding me?
Luminus is actually going to sort of Luminus is too curious and too exhausted to try to sleep in your place with all the snoring and stuff, because he actually does have a level of exhaustion since he went
right.
You're always welcome at the safe house.
No, that's okay. No, thanks. I'm not gonna do that at all. No,
Suit yourself.
He'll actually, if it's okay, Dom, he'll just come sleep in the back room. If you're okay with it.
He is my employee, so yeah. Sure.
The torture chambers.
No.
Yeah,
Flash bump room.
Right
he's
now.
I think between the ad hoc torture chamber and the Fox residence, the torture chamber seems a little calmer.
At least you can keep an eye out on the goods in case Gianna comes in.
That is
true. At least
true.
the food won't ask you to kill it.
All right. So in that case, everyone go ahead and gain the benefits of a rest. And if no one is trying to do anything else, we can join you all regrouping the next morning at the alley.
If you know, we have good sick day benefits. Luminus is feeling under the weather, so he's taking the day off from his duties. Unless, his player wakes up and, I got better half the way through.
And after it was great.
We'll say that given his exhaustion yesterday, he is a little more sort of, sedate here today, so that is fine. So.
We take care of our employees here in the family.
All right, so next day, you all come in. Ooh, let's see if the weather is still arid and dry. Yes, extremely. I rolled a 1, so it's even hotter today.
Wow.
It is, even though it is not noir appropriate jazz, you guys all begin to hear, the sounds of Smooth by Santana featuring Rob Thomas. Specifically, that it's a hot one. Really don't like
just like a midday sun.
Really don't like that song, you guys. Genuinely.
I like it.
Good thing you brought it up yourself then, unprompted.
But that's why I'm in a bad mood.
Love that
which
song.
is what I wanted. That song was the basis of me explaining that you can't be the worst song ever made unless you've won a Grammy for the song. Like, it can't be the worst song unless it won a Grammy. And that song proves it. Anyway, so as you all kind of come into the alley, you will notice that this morning there actually is coffee cooking and breakfast. Is your elbow okay?
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't want to call attention to it, but also wanted to check because it looked like a real
funny bone, you know.
I get it. Well, you're attuned, so it makes sense.
Yep.
So, you notice there is actually coffee brewing for you, as well as some kind of like breakfast sandwiches that sort of have been made. And Luminus is given a thing of ice cream because Cynthia has sort of gone shopping, as apparently now there's this larger group who keeps coming here in the mornings. Nove is sitting there. He walks up to Leo when he comes in, as if he's been told to, and says, I'm supposed to thank you for the candy.
Oh, how delightful.
Is the old man default? Like, is he just the one that's just typically the one that's
none
out?
of the other two really like drinking their coffee in the morning, so I always come out early to get it done. And then I drink the coffee and like it splashes onto my face because I don't have to go.
Yeah, is the old man default?
It was a pleasure, young boy. I'm happy to provide candy to you. I'm glad you liked it. I turn to Duchess. I don't know how to speak to children, but I did okay.
Oh, Leona might be really good at it, though.
That's true. I'll have to ask her some pointers sometime. And then I go back to drinking the coffee.
I want you to make an insight. Is anybody here proficient in insight in this group?
I think I am.
If you're proficient in insight, please make a roll.
The two human monsters are the one proficient in insight.
We know how to read people to best mimic their behavior.
I've studied all human behaviors.
Well, I don't know, so it's a 9.
Oh, good.
I got a 16.
Right. Humans blink.
With a 16, Leo, I'll even say that this is maybe this isn't for Leopold. This is for Leonora or something.
Leona, yeah.
Oh, Leona, sorry. The kid seems like irritated, like beyond what you'd usually expect a kid to be irritated for having to like say thank you for something. And he seemed to especially wince in like childish rage when you said, "I'm glad you enjoyed it." All he said was thank you.
Right?
Maybe he didn't get it.
He didn't like it.
What sort of candy did you?
No, his mom didn't let him eat it.
What sort of candy did you?
I don't remember. Old
It's
man
probably
candy, I'm
Werther's.
almost certain.
It's almost certainly a Werther's
Caramels.
original.
Yeah, Werther's original or something.
Those are good, okay?
Okay. Low tier candy. What's low tier Ulfers candy? Those little strawberry
blocks?
wrapper
I was about to say
things?
the little
Yeah.
strawberry things, yeah.
In any case, he just kind of goes back around the bar, but you do have a sense of something being off, and if you I'll phrase it like this: if you mention it to Sha'Nehl, she'll tell you the answer. Because Vanda was just saying it repeatedly.
And nobody paid
Is
attention.
there something wrong with the candy, Sha'Nehl?
I have a feeling his mom didn't let him eat it.
Oh, that's a bit sad. What?
I think
Nothing you
so.
can do.
Maybe they do not trust us.
Well, I can't imagine why.
Me
They wouldn't
neither.
trust us.
We are
Alright.
extremely
I
trustworthy.
do. Yeah, the idea of you drinking coffee is like,
Yeah.
so
Why do you
upsetting.
bother with that? It's such a silly human
All right, everyone, fall in.
thing.
We're doing that. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Everyone stand together and debrief for the day. All right. What did we find out yesterday? Oh yeah, they're probably trying to kill me because I've got nothing to do with your skip bleach shit, but they're trying to target me all the same. The zip gun thing. So,
Ah, it was you all along, not
Well-
us.
that's the thing though. If they just wanted to kill me, they wouldn't need to go through all the shenanigans with you lot, see? They would just kill me because I'm the one doing crimes here.
Would you like to say that a little bit louder?
Don't worry, we're all...
Cynthia says, we know.
I meant, never mind. It's fine. I'm just not used to these shady business dealing.
Hey, we're organized here. So,
Yes, quite.
anyway. So the question is, why would anyone, especially someone up high like Elgraves, who I don't know, I don't know any of these people. Why they're doing all the shenaniganery to kill me. I have nothing to do with the skip leech. I only arrived here, 2 months ago. Do they hate foreigners? Is that it?
Maybe you just cut someone off in traffic, boss.
Maybe there is a deep, dark secret in your background.
Nah. How can that be?
Are you sure?
I'm from the old country. Let's see. All I was doing is odd and ends for the family back in the old country until I arrived a couple months ago. Mama, she was a soldier in the war.
Oh, that might be.
No. Okay, out of character, backstory, progression time.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know what my mother did in the war? Was she like a grunt?
So she,
or something like that?
and I mean, the war was, was only 5 years ago, so it wasn't too.
Yeah.
Your mother was involved in the war as a human in Trachaloy. She probably would have been more in the logistics side than the actual fighting, because it's not so much of like the enemies were the humans, so she probably was not being put into active,
right,
whatever stuff. But so she would have been probably just logistical, sort of stuff.
Well, actually, okay, now I've got to clarify on what my backstory is. I was thinking my mom was the orc and my papa was the human, but now it's the other way around. So which my parents?
I'm so if that is the thing, we can certainly swap that. Is that the
that was what I was thinking.
I thought that made more sense since your mother was back in the thing, but when I asked, I really thought of the thing.
All right, whatever you wrote is canon because you were the author. So my dad is the papa. My dad is my papa. Yes.
We can swap it if you want to.
I don't care either way. I just want to establish the canon here.
Understood. So we will establish the canon of roll a die.
All right. D20. 8. So evens.
Evens. Keep it as I have it. So in that case,
all right. So
are you really cool with that? I don't.
That's fine. Yeah.
I just wrote.
That's fine by me. So cool. Daddy, my papa is the orc, half orc, yes, and my mama is the human. Okay, cool. So which one of them worked in the war?
Your mother did.
My mama.
My understanding with you is that you have not met your father.
I have not met my father.
That is what I thought you said. Okay, cool. Yeah.
There we go. So so now we've established canon. Okay, there we go. So back in character back in character mode. Yeah. So Mama was a soldier during the war. I don't know my dad, but
you do not know your father?
I'm not gonna make any sort of statements about orc fatherhood or any stereotypes like that. I don't think that's a thing in this universe.
She had advantage. Nope, too.
Yes, I've never met my father.
As you sort of say that, there's a glass breaks. And Cynthia's, I'm sorry, and she starts picking up a broken glass.
That just will help her.
Oh, you really don't have. Thank you.
Do I know what caused her to drop that?
Does Cynthia break glasses often?
Yeah, I was just about to ask her if everything's okay.
Not never. It'll happen every once in a while.
It's happened once. It's like, okay.
She'll say,
I'll write that off. In character, I'll write that off.
I'm fine. It's just been crazy times. She
all right.
Shakes out some stuff.
They're trying to get back.
We're having the meeting just in the middle of the bar, right? Not in the back room.
Yeah, that's what I imagine. Yeah.
Okay.
She's still there drinking coffee.
Tetris would want to just help Cynthia behind the bar while still listening to the conversation.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, right. There's a kid there who sort of looks up at you. He's sitting. He always sits with his back behind the bar, kind of like that, but he kind of just scooches over to get out of your way.
I'm thinking through. Do they just not like Mama's humanness? Actually, is Mom still alive?
She's still alive.
Is she back in old country?
She is back in the old country. That's how I had it.
Right. Okay. Is that there? And none of these people are affiliated with Mom, I don't think.
You orcs have some. Do you know anything about your father?
Nope, never met the guy.
Maybe you are the son of a very famous gangster. Family man.
Legitimate
and they
businessman.
want to
No.
a legitimate businessman, and they want to eliminate you, so you do not inherit. I don't know. I am out of ideas.
Now, see here. That just would be. That only happens like any of those noir, or what is not noir? Those pulp
The
hard-boiled
talkie.
novels. Those pulpy hard-boiled novels. They don't happen in real life.
It happens in the talkies. I've
Yeah.
seen it.
But it doesn't happen in real life. Never happens.
Sometimes it does. Probably. Or it wouldn't be in the talkies.
I'm going to switch over. Leona comes out. I really think we need to stop beating around the bush here. I feel like the center of all this is Il Grazioso. So we should probably figure out who the hell that is.
We need to find Irene the Iron, I believe, right?
Well, that too, but maybe we should check in on that friend of yours you asked about, Il Grazioso. Wasn't even on walk or ask around? The one that was at
I was asking
Zipgun's
about
apartment?
Zipgun, but not.
But you asked him about Il Grazioso too, didn't you?
You did ask Murillo about it.
I don't remember what he said.
His response was, I don't think he was going to look into it for you, no.
He was looking for Zipgun, all right.
He's not my underling. He's my fellow.
Yeah.
So if he says,
friends
I'm
can
not
do
going to do that,
favors.
can't do anything.
Yes, he was. Where is Murillo? Sorry, that was so many sessions back. He thought that was somebody very old school, and he mentioned you should ask the capo about that.
Right, but that doesn't exactly sound like the safest course of option if he's under this person.
Well, I'll invoke my character flaw. I always trust family. Said, While Brunotti did say that my capo and the Don aren't trustworthy, that can't be right. They're family. They gotta be good people, so... Yeah.
As somebody speaking from outside the family, let's just err on the side of caution here and maybe check some other leads first. Just in case.
Now that's just ridiculous, but I don't want to bother my Don or the capo.
Right, exactly. You don't want to bring things before him that,
Yeah, he's a busy guy.
in case they don't end up being anything. Don't
All
waste his
right, so
time.
Let's chase down this Irene.
Right.
Did Duchess get Jerry Jiggleouse's contact info?
She did not probably get his contact info. She did, however, get the name from him of Shelley.
I mean, do I have a way to contact Shelley? Can I book time with her or something?
You could potentially kind of go back and try to find out. I mean, I'll phrase it like this: Jerry Jiggleouse is not going to be hard to find. You know his corner. As far as Shelley goes, and I actually think I did not express this clearly enough at the time. I think I said it was a former thing, and I what I meant in the moment to say it, I just said it backwards. Shelley is the name she uses for her still family-friendly appearances on screen.
Irene the Iron?
No,
Oh,
Shelley.
Shelley the
turtle.
Toots the tortoise is what she uses for her night work.
Okay, so then we can go about this two different ways.
Yeah. And he doesn't know where he doesn't know where Toots is, but he basically said Shelley's going to be at the studio shooting, Happy Sunshine movies, and then at night it's Ink Bath City.
Okay.
Well,
Do I know the studio specific that she would be going to?
I cannot believe I didn't come up with studio names. Oh my god. You absolutely know the studio.
Okay.
If anyone did, it would be the Duchess, right? Who was in the Toon Pictures.
It's a long time ago, huh?
Roll a d6 for me. 1 and 2 will be, I think, 1 and 3 will be, okay. Roll a d6.
What do they say? You can take the girl out of the
4.
theater, but you can't take the theater out of the girl?
To the Big Four studios, is it?
Barney?
I actually kind of like this as a funny thing. It's EWL Studios.
The WL Studios.
The EWL.
EWL?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, so in that case, well, I guess I know someone who may work for Irene. Nope, that's not true. I may know of someone who may work for Irene the Iron. But I don't. I can try and get in contact with her, but it's gonna take some time.
Why can't you just go downtown and ask him?
Well, I've never actually met her before. I've just heard really good things about her from a reliable source, and yeah, so I can
Luminus
look
kind
into
of
it.
just
But
keeps eating his ice cream.
the only thing is she'll about now
Where
she'll
she
probably
work?
be at the studios, and I don't know that we can all just
Studio?
go down there. Yeah, she's a Toon. She still works.
We can see where the pictures are made.
I mean, I've always wanted to
Maybe.
see where the funny pictures are made.
Maybe, guys. I'm gonna need you guys to rein it in if I'm gonna take you down there.
Oh, come on. It's
Come
so
on.
cool, though.
You can no. We can absolutely sign up for the tour. We can do all the fun stuff. I'm just saying,
Let's do.
you know.
Fine,
Studio
fine.
tour. We're doing the
I'll put
EWL.
Leon in
Which
front,
one was it?
and
EWL
He's much
Studio
more
tour?
contained than the other.
Let's go. Let's go.
No, Leon, you're fine. You can go. I just stay with the tour group is all I'm asking.
All right, that's a pretty big ask sometimes.
Okay. All right.
All
Well,
right, we're going.
I don't work
Which
there
studio was
anymore.
it?
It's fine.
EWL?
It's EWL, and I guess Nove.
What does it stand for?
Let's see. What the fuck did RKO stand for? And then I'll work backwards from there.
Salad is based off.
Yeah, and I literally rolled. This is a thing I've been doing in my Monday game, and I think it's hilarious. I rolled my alphabet ring 3 times and got EWL. Radio Keith Orpheum. I always forget that the K stands for Keith, which is amazing. So
How do you spell it?
the EWL stands for Electric
Helio?
Wallace Lyceum.
Oh, that's good.
I saw a good suggestion in chat, actually.
Oh wait,
Entertainment working life.
That is some real.
Entertainment Working Live. Love it.
That is some real. You seen those Japanese shirts with random English words?
That sounds
Feels like
exactly like something that would be on it.
I have to keep the middle name being a name because of Radio Keith. But I'm going to swap out Electric for Entertainment. Also, I'm going to change Wallace to Wayne because I think that's goof. No, that's Wayne. Wallace. It's Wallace.
Wallace.
So it's
I like Wallace. Yeah.
Entertainment Wallace Lyceum. Because they also named it after an old time thing. Entertainment Wallace Lyceum Studios.
RKO was Citizen Kane, right? That was Orson Welles' studio.
Yeah, or it's the studio where he was. Yeah,
Right.
it was one of the big 5, and then it got smushed. EW Studios. I will, however, say that Duchess, since you're back there, you do notice Nove just kind of rather quietly go, Susie Sunrise. And you are very familiar with the idea that Susie Sunrise is one of the main cartoons produced at EWL.
Is that Duchess will kind of crouch down or whatever and just ask, what was that, Nove? What's that cartoon you just said?
Oh, isn't... Isn't that the studio where they make Susie Sunrise?
Is it?
It is, yeah.
Maybe Nova would like to come with us.
No, we should not be bringing this young boy to our intel gathering mission with a
What if we promise to bring you back a souvenir, kid?
I can probably get you a signed photo of someone.
And Cynthia goes, "You don't have to do that. That's
I know
It's
I
not
don't
a big
have
deal.
to.
You don't." He's like, she says, "Well, I mean, I suppose if it's not a trouble, but
Is
No.
Susie Sunrise
Not a
your
trouble
favorite?
at all.
I like Susie Sunrise. Yeah,
Is that one your favorite? Who's your favorite character?
Susie.
Susie, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. I'll see what I can do.
I like when she steals everything off the guy, even his clothes, and he goes like that. It's funny.
That's a pretty good joke.
Well, maybe we can bring him. He seems to understand
Let's
it.
bring the kid with us. Come on, what can
Just
go
like,
wrong?
he gets it.
Yeah, all right. I'll see if I can get you something from there.
All right. We get to go to the studios.
I love the idea that Dominic likes. Who was the moose you were into? Michael Moose?
Michael Moose.
Yeah.
Yeah. One
Now,
for the.
That being said, KJ, roll me another D6. Cannot believe I didn't come up with a fucking studios in this town. 6?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So, roll me a D100. Ooh, yeah. I like to fill in the world in the middle of the game.
That's
6.
a home D&D
6?
session for you.
Yeah.
You rolled a 6 on the thing and a 6 on the thing.
0, 0, and a 6.
That's wild.
Yeah.
All right.
This is how we got sent to Borgovia, wasn't it?
It
That's
is-
how my tower broke. 66.
So the that's amazing. So the we'll go with a I'll actually roll one letter of it and then I'll get the rest from the yeah. It's the no, I should also see if it's brothers or sisters in this universe. Hold on. Sorry. Brothers. Yeah, sure. Clean for that. It is the Tikrov brothers, which is a famous pair of Dragonborn who came and they also made a studio. So Tikrov brothers is the equivalent of Warner Brothers here. So Michael Moose is one of their characters.
Mickey Mouse originally WB? Warner Brothers? Huh.
Oh, did you really want him to be Mickey Mouse?
No, I was. Well, Mickey Mouse, Michael Moose. That's what I was sort of thinking.
That's fair. I was
But,
just, because also Bugs Bunny, but the M's, I get it.
True.
Fair enough. Different studio. Roll me a D100, Dominic. The Tikrov brothers. That is a studio, though.
Okay. This one is 75.
Malt Kisney Studios.
Alt Kisney. There we go.
The Kisney
75, you
studio.
said?
Yeah.
This
Have you
actually,
rolled the race of the owners?
yeah, this actually does make sense because Disney is so like white bread of like a Midwesterner. This is an Elvish studio.
Not
So
Claw Yensid.
we will call the elves. I'll just do a quick open. That's fine. This to me is the most fun stuff. Is the
Wally.
Wally yeah.
Wallaby.
We'll do and of course Michael Moose is from that sounds about right. We'll call it Virion Studios. Virion. So that's the
Studios.
the Burt Virion company.
Birds Marion. Alright. Gotta keep a little bit of distance away from Walt.
It's also all they're inspired by,
Sure,
but
sure,
they're gonna
sure.
have different
Yeah.
vibes. So
Nice.
okay, so Dragonborns have a thing. So we got EWL, TB, and Virion. Those are 3 of the studios. I will build more as necessary. Couldn't be more excited. Cannot believe I hadn't done this already. I feel kind of dumb. How did I not realize? Also, for fuck's sake, roll me one more d6, KJ.
2.
KJ, you are aware that Irene the Iron used to be an executive at Virian Studios.
Okay.
How you shared this info with us, Duchess?
I mean, I don't think
Or
we
is
can
that
get into
public
that one,
knowledge?
but Duchess will share it. I don't know. Irene doesn't work there anymore, though.
But she's tied to 2 studios. That's well, all these big corporations.
Irene's
they
kind
just
of tied to all of them. She was like
Yeah.
a big name before.
And at night, she's just tied.
So I think
So
there's
she's
been a lot
not
of this. So
one of them.
Irene the Iron is a studio boss who's now a criminal.
Yeah.
Shelley, aka Toots the Tortoise, is a actor. There's
Slash
huge
hooker.
gap in terms of their and does other things at night. There's a huge gap in terms of their like prominence and wealth and all that stuff. Cool.
All right, so let's find this Toots the Tortoise fellow.
Shelly, we're looking for Shelly
Shelley.
when the sun's out.
Shelley.
We're looking for Toots when it goes down.
All right, we're looking for Shelley. All right, let's head on over to EWL then and take the studio tour. Let's go.
All right, I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Oh my god. So
I've seen all the pictures back in the old country. They were dubbed.
You actually probably would, and this is fun because I literally did roll this at random. Susie Sunshine is an orc. She's a little orc girl. Remember Elmira from
Yes.
from Tiny Toons?
Yes, I love you. Bye bye.
No, that's
No.
That's Mindy. Elmira's like the Elmer Fudd's granddaughter.
Right. It was from Tiny Toons, wasn't she?
From Tiny Toons, yeah.
That's right.
That's the vibe of Susie Sunshine. She's a sweet little orc girl, and then she'll hit people with a hammer. Duchess, she's definitely of your kind of animated series.
Huh. I had no idea her name was Elmira. I just googled her and I see the okay. Yeah.
You guys are going to go to EWL, so you're going to kind of probably just walk at that point. It's not too far to get to Hollyberry. You could take a trolley if you want to. So you guys walk. It is a hot day. The 4 of you, two mannequins, almost beginning to get a little soft in the heat. Dominic, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, what time of year is it?
I think we're gonna say it's summer because it's been so hot this whole time. So we'll just say it's summer.
Could be like winter if it's global warming like we are now.
Summer.
All right. Fair.
It's not the look. Outside of the color drain, you guys live in a great world.
We haven't melted the polar ice caps.
Outside of the color drain
yet.
and like the drive-by shootings by gangs in the middle of the city.
That's just life. Yeah.
You guys walk down, and sure enough, you find yourselves in Hollyberry. Now, Duchess, there's a good number of tunes here in Hollyberry, and as you kind of go to Hollyberry Grove, where the studios are, you certainly can go to EWL, and you can just go to like the studio tours. That's definitely a thing. But I mean, you also know how this business works. There's a line of saps from all over Justoria who sort of come to like line up and meet this stuff. There's also, there's a lot of entrances. There's a lot of, trucks drive onto the lot to, deliver this, that, or whatever. So I'm just basically phrasing, and you also, based on your background, you're certainly aware of alternate means of getting onto the property. But
yeah, well, I'm sure that, at least 2 of them want to go on the tour.
Wait, are you telling me that like we could have like an exclusive backstage like entrance? I'm totally going with that.
She may not have even said this out loud. It's like
never mind.
Yeah, it's more just are you leading them just straight to the front door is the idea.
They have the option. I will go around the back, but if they want to do the tour, they can do the tour.
Are you kidding me? I want the exclusive access.
Okay.
Porque no los dos, as a small child would say. Actually, how much does it cost for a studio tour?
It's a lot.
So,
Let's go in the back.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
Pay for
it's
myself,
1 gold,
but I don't
6
have
silver.
time. Okay, I'm not paying for myself for that. Yeah, let's go.
You'd have to probably pay for the whole cruise.
My
No,
God, does the king of Trashula come here or something for the tour? Like, who's gonna afford that?
I mean, I can.
Does Trashula have a king? I don't really know how other countries work besides just.
I believe they're a republic.
He was
All right,
he
well,
was
that's
he was
less
more
interesting.
called he was more called the boss.
Boss.
Il Duce. As you guys make it to the studio, Duchess, you want to lead them. You're going to try to lead them through a different entrance.
yes.
What is?
And is there a map that would show just which shows are in which studios or some, which buildings and.
You could once you got on the studio, you could probably figure that out. But there's not an easy map showing that. Yeah.
Got it.
And there's a good number of sound stages there. Are you? So is this a pure stealth approach? Or are you going to pretend to be someone who belongs there? What's your angle?
I think So I am proficient in stealth, but I almost feel like it makes sense for Duchess to pretend like she belongs there more, just because of how she looks.
Sure.
I'm also proficient in deception and
You could
stealth,
just-
so
yeah.
and I'm well dressed as always. So
I mean, stealth could just be making it look like you belong somewhere, right?
That is also true.
Sure. Yeah. Then. Well, I'm not sneaking. Is the
Right,
main
but I mean,
point.
you can sneak without sneaking.
Yeah.
crouch down, little.
So
You don't have to
if-
do the Assassin's Creed.
If the plan is that you are going to if you're going to try to lead everyone in and look just like you all just want to look like you're there, I would actually let people make stealth or performance or deception checks to do that. If you're just going to try
can I
to
use? I'll use deception then.
So basically, Duchess kind of leads you to a door where a bunch of extras are entering, and you guys are going to just kind of blend into the crowd.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Nice.
So go ahead in that case
We all
and
have
please
to roll?
make a stealth, a deception, or a performance check to kind of just move your way in. Luminus has not come to you with this.
If
by the
I'm
way.
proficient in all three of them, can I get a bonus or no?
Tell
Just
you
choose
what,
the highest.
just use the highest, but just use the highest. Tell you what,
Alright,
your
yeah.
DC's lower.
All right.
Which is the highest out of curiosity?
Deception and performance are both at +5.
Fair
Stealth
enough.
is +4. And I rolled a total of 19 here.
Yeah, you're so Duchess and Dominic are no problem. Sha'Nehl and Leo, what did you guys roll?
I haven't rolled that, but I thought I could pretend to be part of the wardrobe department.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, yeah, that's the idea. You're all making yourselves look like you belong there. Dominic looks like an agent because he's in a suit. Duchess looks like an actor. Sha'Nehl looks like a wardrobe mannequin. Leo, what are you trying to do?
I just want to look like I'm going on set as a mannequin. For something, I'm rolling performance.
Roll
I
your
guess.
performance.
I rolled.
Retreat.
It's a 19 plus 3. So
Cannot hear anything. What did I do?
Wow. So far we have 3 of you well over 20.
You unplugged something,
Uh-oh.
Sha'Nehl? Yeah.
Sorry, I lost.
Can you
sound.
hear us now?
Yeah, but not through the headphone.
Oh no.
Did the wires die or something?
Yeah,
Wires,
something
tires.
with the wires.
Uh-oh. Headset issues. Ufarino. Actually-
as they say in Trashula.
Oh, yeah, we say it all the time. How much do Leo and Sha'Nehl weigh, by the by?
Whatever's the most upsetting weight.
Yeah, super heavy or super light.
Yeah, nothing normal.
I mean, is it able for me and Duchess, or me, to just carry
pick
along
you
these
up?
2 mannequins as if I'm just a cop
Yeah.
guy, just
Well,
walking along here.
my dump stat is strength, so probably not Duchess.
Probably not Duchess, unless they were super light.
I'm changing it to the Bert Verney Studios, by the way. Verney. I think that sounds better. Bert Verney. It's a Verney production. When you wish upon a Mars, you will wind up behind
They
bars.
don't call the planet Mars in this universe, right? Because that's named after a Roman god, so
That's
they have to name it
true.
after something else.
When you wish upon the moon, when you pish upon the moon, oy vey. Okay.
Oy vey.
All right. How are you doing, Vanda?
Yeah, okay.
Can we just say
17. I rolled a 17 on.
So so literally, you all rolled over 20. Have
I
we
rolled
ever
19.
seen?
No, I just got 19.
Yeah, but your DC was lower because you had proficiency in all 3. So your adjusted. I was basically going to give you a +5 on it. So I guess it is technically modified. So it was the lowest was a 19 for a party roll level 2. That's wild. I don't think I've ever had like a 20th level party where it's like usually
There's always at least one person that fails
like,
and we have to cover.
6.
Yeah.
Go crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's wild. Well, in that case, you guys.
Well, here's the point. Here's the point: just on getting into places you shouldn't be. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and no one will question it.
You
That's how
guys
we do it.
walk onto this studio, and I mean, I'll even say that with everyone rolling this high, like Duchess, you just do like a perfect, just like walk on, like you like bump into something, and like before you guys know it, you all have like lanyards on. Like it's just you're like and now the 4 of you are just wandering in, and you are on the studio, seem like you belong there. No suspicion has been raised, and even though Dominic and Leo are a little bit like so excited, to see like, oh my God, that's the house from that old movie. That's like as they're sort of seeing this, they're keeping it. Duchess, you said I need you guys to be cool if we go there. They are being cool.
Excellent.
You just only see it in my sparkly eyes. How excited I am! Oh,
Here's some sunglasses for you.
Can we make it canon that we weigh like 40 pounds as a mannequin? Just to be like really upsetting? Or would that be like a mechanical like issue?
I can sort of see like a mechanical sort of balancing thing at that, but we'll see.
I am gonna say because most modern mannequins weigh like 25 pounds, but that's because of their fiberglass. I think you guys weigh like 60 pounds.
Okay.
I'm comfortable with that.
About like a small child.
It's all bad.
That's still upsetting enough that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll say, oh, is that this? That's the soundstage where they filmed Citizen Bane, was it not?
Citizen Bane. I really just want to see a retelling of Citizen Kane with Batman villains all over the place instead. Oh my God.
I am Charles Foster Bane. Xanadu did Cooper got a stately pleasure room degree.
You're
I
a
didn't
big
see
sled
Rosebud until I was a
you.
man.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Citizen Bane. God.
Anyway, this is our stealth mission. Anyway.
Duchess is keeping an eye out for both Susie and Shelley.
Understood. Make a perception check in that case.
This is a big studio backlot, though, so.
I'm very upset because this is a nat 20 and I feel like you're not going to
Oh,
believe
no.
me.
No, he's excited because that means when we get to inevitable combat, all these will disappear.
I know, right? That's 2 in a row and I'm very happy, but I'm also very upset because this is not a good sign. What's coming up is not good.
It's fine. What does that get you to for your perception?
Oh, for perception, it is a 24.
You do not see Shelley, but based on kind of what you were asking about earlier, also you pretty quickly you see somebody like carrying like a board, like a clipboard that says what's shooting everywhere, and there's actually only one tune being recorded. One cartoon is being filmed right now. It's on stage 7. It is a Susie Sunshine picture, and you would strongly suspect that Shelly is probably one of like the funny animals, you know, kind of in the background.
So we'll go that way.
Walk away, Duchess.
All right. Studio 7 is shooting a tune. Great. So as you guys come to Studio 7, Duchess, you do not seem out of place here at all, although you are attracting a lot of attention because you're a looker.
11 out of 10.
And but the others, there aren't really any wardrobe people over here, and I mean there are some people in suits maybe milling around smoking, but it's it's mostly just like crew, kind of more in like work shirts and stuff. And in fact, one kind of like a touch-up artist of some kind, because they don't have makeup, they just have whatever. Sort of is mentioning and saying, I don't think we have any. I mean, wait, are you here for the shoot today? She says to you, Duchess.
Yes, I am, yeah.
Oh, somebody get me a call sheet. I didn't think we had any sexy tunes on the board. Isn't this a kid's show? I think so, but yeah.
You know how kids.
I wish they put more tunes like her in the movies. Then I wouldn't be so irritated when I'd have to go with my kids. I'm carrying a light. Don't worry about me. That's just some guy carrying a light.
There's always that one character in all the kids' movies, that just has that design that appeals to the adults.
Yeah. And they're like, okay, well, she's looking. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. Are you Susie's new I almost said is. Are you Susie's new governess?
Yes, I am. Mm-hmm.
Oh. They said they were sending us a cow.
Yeah. No. That bitch on the hotline just really hates me. Yeah.
Well, something got the wires crossed because it says cow on the.
No, I know. She's just so hateful. I really need to.
Wow.
Yeah. Just real petty. Mm-hmm.
It's a running issue.
The rest of us be on the lookout for a cow.
In fact, because you said that, go ahead and make a perception check.
Stop saying things, y'all.
No. This is a good like rather than a cow showing up, I'm gonna let you guys. What'd you roll?
18.
With an 18, and because you as a player thought of it, yes, Sha'Nehl, hearing this is just kind of like, and sure enough, you see a cow, strutting, a very kind of like, she's like a cow. You've probably seen her in a few cartoons. She always plays like the well, I never, kind of, it's not. Heavy's like the bad guy. I don't know the term for she's like a grande dame sort of, and so you've seen her in a few things. What's her name?
Brunhilde archetype.
Her name is
Duchess.
Madame Bovinery.
That's great. Duchess wants to hold a side behind her back for Sha'Nehl to say, buy me an hour.
Okay, I nudge Leo and the two of us go to intercept the cow, all right?
I don't even ask any questions. I just go.
Oh, man.
Maybe get Nora up front and, for talking.
Mannequin shenanigans time?
Yeah.
Oh, no. In real time.
Mannequin shenanigans. If
all right,
that's
so in
not
other
what
words,
their spells are called, I'm going to be very upset.
So in other words,
that's called that now.
Switch over to Leopold and have a long, stimulating
Leo
conversation.
Leo and Sha'Nehl are going to go over to Madame Bovinery. Really happy with that name, you guys. Really happy with that name. Dominic, what are you going to be doing during this?
I'll play as Duchess's agent.
Perfect. As is often, actually, in these days, it's not true. Nowadays, anyone in a suit is an agent.
maybe an executive, but honestly, the executives do it. The only people who wear suits are the frat boys who become agents. Yes, Sha'Nehl.
Just going to reboot for a second. Ignore me, okay?
Understood. Oh, all
I'll be
good.
right back.
We will follow the other thing and then
Out
we'll
of character, you're gonna reboot. Not in character.
Sha'Nehl's like,
eyes turn blue.
Sha'Nehl's like, I'm going to reboot now. Oh my god.
I was like, oh, are mannequins computers?
How much more upsetting can we make the mannequins?
Makes a certain amount of sense. All right. I'm not even gonna adjust the screens here. So, Duchess and Dominic.
Oh, reconnect, not just reboot the entire computer.
I thought it was gonna be.
Got it.
Very good. So Duchess, you and Dominic walk into the studio. This touch-up artist is saying, well, okay, I guess. Can you? You're inked, right, sweetie?
Yes.
And for the record,
Yes.
this is a. I need to roll these things faster. I already know that's an elf. So it is an elf who's sort of here to be the touch-up artist. She's got a bunch of kind of a little bit of paint, but she goes, "Oh, you're inked. So if you can just have kind of a I think it's supposed to be like a real, sort of like stuffy dress, like real kind of like old-fashioned. You're a very strict governess or whatever."
I'll change into that right before.
Okay, great. So you're just there with beautiful, carrying your beautiful animated coat behind you. She's like, okay, well, so anyway, you go in, and in fact, as you both walk in, you see that there is a scene currently being recorded, in which an older man who's like an older orc is he's yelling at his household staff, saying, I say, my daughter needs someone who can teach her something. Otherwise, my whole estate is going to be ruined. And Duchess, as you sort of walk over here, you notice that in a little maid costume, amongst various other things, is a tortoise, who's kind of just shaking a little animated,
On the set right now,
on set,
or
like
off?
currently being recorded. She's like one of the people, and you then see sort of like an anthropomorphic sort of horse says, "Oh, sir, I might know someone, but she's utterly terrible." And he says, "That's probably what my daughter needs then. She's too high of a spirit. Bring her in. We need someone who can teach my daughter reading, writing, and arithmetic." And cut. All right, check the gate. That's it. Etc.
We got Leo with you.
Duchess? Oh, and at this point, all these cartoons are just like, they're all whatever. They pull out cigarettes, start smoking, They're just like,
Sure,
we're
yeah.
gonna do that again, everybody, hold on.
They're gonna do it again immediately.
No, they gotta change the camera.
Oh,
You gotta
okay.
change film. Put it in a new reel.
Okay, so Duchess is going to go up to Shelly.
Okay. So you walk up. Now, as you walk up, the animated orc, who is a painted orc, not inked, for the record, sort of sees you and goes, "Whoa, hubba, hubba. Hey, baby, what's your name?"
Duchess. Yep. I'm not gonna lie, Duchess.
Duchess. Enchanté. Man, you are quite the looker here. My goodness.
I am. Thank you so much for noticing. I have business though. We can talk later, right?
You can talk to me anytime you want.
I know I can. Thank you. Yes, I have to go though. Sorry, really quick.
And you're like 5 feet away from these other, inked and such, who are around here. And sure enough, yeah, you see the tortoise. God, they don't have phones. It's too early. They'd all just be in their phones. But instead,
Yeah.
she's just like, she's got her little feather duster, and she's like, it's all right. It's fine.
Okay. Shelly, hi. Shelly, hi.
Huh?
Hi.
Oh my
Hi.
God! Hey, it's so good to see
Hi.
you. Hi.
Yes.
Oh.
I gotta pull you over here real quick. I got something to talk to you about.
Okay, yeah. No, I've been meaning to catch up with you for a second.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god. How are you, girl?
I am doing so good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I haven't seen. When was the last time we saw each other?
Oh, who can say? Your skin looks fabulous, might I say.
Thank you. I keep it just perfectly wrinkled all the time. So as you pull her to the side, sorry to do this, but we do need to see if the mannequins have just pulled a real mannequin here and this cow's about to walk in. So, mannequins. In the meantime, you walk up to a cow. She's walking towards the studio.
Oh, you were the cow we're looking for, right? You were coming in? I didn't get your name.
Please do not address me as you, as if I were some common sheep.
Oh, of course not.
I should be called Miss Bovinery on set.
Miss Bovinery, if you could come with us, we would really appreciate it. We have some things to get done. We have some papers you need to sign. You know, the whole rigmarole.
Handlers are supposed to have already handled all of this.
I know, but there's some things you have to do in person. It's all protocol. I'm sorry.
I'm just a messenger. Check. Sha'Nehl, anything you're doing?
I was going to. Sorry, I'm a little bit disrupted. Flash a security badge that we are security and whatever.
Okay.
Accessories I can.
Okay.
Do I get advantage on it?
You need to come with us.
I think you'll need to separately do that because you're kind of two different things. So also roll a deception check, Sha'Nehl.
Could it be performance?
I don't think so because she's an actor. Like she'll know,
16.
If you're acting, she'll know.
Also 16. A
16. Fine, but if this will put me into overtime.
Well, of course. Come with us. I'm just gonna lead her off to another part of the. I don't know where I'm taking her, but I want to make us as lost as possible.
Cool.
Basically.
Roll a survival check.
Survival.
Okay. Not terrible. 15.
You haven't left Studio 7. You're just still walking in a circle.
Sha'Nehl, what'd you have?
Accidentally lead her into.
I have to roll too?
No, you don't have to roll 2. That's fine. In that case, a 15 is the DC to
Mine
get
would have
lost.
been a 16.
The DC to get lost is much lower than it is to find your way somewhere. So you are able to get lost easy. So she will follow you for a couple minutes, no problem. So we will cut back into Duchess and Dominic. You're standing there. Dominic, though, I will mention that before, as Duchess pulls over, this painted orc who's considering, who's playing the angry father. He sort of sees you, and kind of goes like, so, kind of looks around. He walks over to you and goes, "Hey man, how's it going?"
Hi.
You thinking of it?
Thinking of what?
Getting painted.
Is that something you can do? You can just become painted?
Yeah, man. Oh, sorry. Are you like an exec or something? I don't want to be bothering you.
Oh yes, I am.
Oh.
Duchess is here. Agent here. I'm on.
Oh man. Hey, so is she? Is the ink match the paint? If you know what I mean.
Listen here. They're idols.
I know. I'm sitting here like, what?
They're not allowed to.
Well, yeah, right, buddy. No, I'm telling you, the tale I've gotten since I've gotten painted, it's crazy. Like, it's insane.
Does he literally have a tail, or?
No, he just only hires the ones with tails.
He doesn't. I'm picking tails out of my teeth, if you know what I mean. Listen, man, it's like, you should really think about it. You got the bill for it, man. You could handle a nice, good bit of paint. Like, gotta tell you, it's. I mean, these tunes, what they get up to, man. I mean, now I'm one of them, and I'm like, I've never been happier than my whole life.
Talking with a movie star. Wow.
You know what? In fact, Dominic.
Wait, hold on.
Dominic,
Hold on.
Dominic, I want you to roll a morality saving throw.
Morality saving throw. We'll
Yeah.
That's my dump. All right, -1. Let's go. Why do I roll high in this one? 16.
16
Do
is
I-
good. Basically, you begin
it's
to
not.
you recognize this guy, and you have seen him in a couple of cartoons. And there's a part of you that's like, oh my god, he's a movie star. And then you're like, this guy's a dirtbag. Even if he's a movie star, like you are not being drawn into his cult of personality.
Right. But I know I'm not drawn to it. Okay, cool. I'm not drawn into his personality. I'm not drawn to follow him. But he's still a movie star, so.
Except, hold on, he is not a movie star. He's a character actor. Big difference.
He's a character actor
Yeah.
for a television show.
For cartoons.
Man.
He plays a lot of goons, and apparently in some shorts he plays Susie Sunshine's dad. It's like, man, it's crazy what happens here. I'm telling you, man, you should
Sounds.
think about it.
I've always wanted to be a movie star.
Well,
Maybe that's the way.
get in line, but yeah, right. Hold on, I gotta get back over there. Oh,
Yeah.
my daughter is arithmetic. So the dialogue, this is so dumb. Hold on, this is my big scene now.
Sure.
By the way, banged her, banged him, banged him, banged her, banged her, banged him. I'm telling you, it's the life here, man. Kind of just walks over. Duchess.
Oh. Uh-huh.
I just do normal stuff. Ink matches
Yeah.
the paint, is what Philip said. So
It is definitely what you said.
You have pulled aside Shelly.
Mhm.
Out of character, did you personally know her?
No. I've never met her, no.
I so remember that thing we were at was
Mhm.
you're giving her
Shelly,
nothing, and
it's-
she's like, fuck.
Shelly,
Yeah. What can I do for
so, yeah, just, so one of my night regulars, you know what I mean? He has stiffed me
Shh.
so many
That's
times
so.
now.
Oh my god, meet me after the shoot. Oh my god, what are you doing?
Okay, I just need your advice before Irene gets into it. You know what I mean? Just, I know. I need you.
Okay.
Where do I meet you later?
Just. There's a coffee shop. Okay. Across from here, it's called Donut Resuscitate. I'll meet you there, and I'll just meet you there after the shoot. Maybe 7 o'clock tonight. Okay, just
Perfect. I'll be there for sure.
but I don't want to see you again until then. She turns
Okay, yeah.
around, and at which point the director says, "Okay, you know what? I think we're good. Actually, go with that one." And Vinny's like, "What? I don't get another take on that." He's like, "No. You were great, Vinny. You were great, Vinny." No. And this director, by the way, is an elf, and he's just like, "No. You were fine. You were fine. Let's wait. So somebody just told me that the governess is here. Where is she?" And they're all sort of looking around, and basically as Shelley's saying, "Never. Don't want to see you until then." And that's when the sort of like the PA or touch-up girl goes, "Oh, she's right there. That one. They sent a sexy tune instead."
That's me.
Oh.
Yep, that's me. I'm the governess. Yes.
And he walks over and he goes, No. This is supposed to be that Bovinery bitch. What?"
Well,
And Shelley's
I
just
mean,
like,
Oh.
Mhm.
I'll speak up. Oh, hold on. Duchess. They wanted a governess, not a duchess. Oh, man.
oh,
we
I
heard
see
wrong.
the confusion.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
the director's like,
Oh.
hold on, we can make this work, because he's you could this would honestly, this will make the picture much better if it's a yeah, this is a much better idea. Vinny's like, I don't hate it at all.
It's just really quick though. It is in my contract that I need a signed photograph of all the actors and actresses that were on set. part of my payment.
Somebody get her a signed photo of everyone. All right, so here, so let's go ahead and move you over here. Do we have Susie Sunshine? And somebody's like, Susie Sunshine is on set. And they're like, okay, so here, let me bring you over. Have you already seen the sides? And the director is now moving you sort of around a thing. Now, Dominic, are you trying to prevent this? You were saying it's supposed to be a duchess, not a governess, but the director's response is, no problem, but if you want to stop this,
I'll go with the flow. And
okay.
Okay.
Somebody give her lines.
He's
I have not seen the sides. It's just I think I saw the wrong ones. You know what I mean? I just.
Okay. Well, it's a pretty healthy, and he gives you a comical stack of like actual papers, and he's like, there you go. Cool. If you could just familiarize yourself with them,
easy peasy.
Yeah. And they kind of move you in, and now you find yourself in a little school room that looks like it's in this manor house or whatever. It's like, yeah, so you're just gonna be here, and you're gonna do your scenes with Susie just right here. Yeah, this will be great. Are you? I assume you're inked. Are you in wardrobe already?
I mean, I can. What would you like me to? I can change into the governess.
Let's get a costume designer over here, and some kind of just dragonborn woman comes over and says, "Yes, darling, let's show me something high neck, high waist."
Okay, well, Duchess will do that.
No.
The booby window.
Oh my. This is children's show. And the director goes, it's fine. Yeah, that's good. Okay. He whispers something to her, and she says, window, open the blinds. There it is. And the director's like, yeah, this will be great. And she says, can you add bustle?
Sure. Yeah, I can do that. And
kind of just this.
It's like a balloon or something.
Yeah. He's like, oh my god, this is so much better. I don't want to spend another one on that fucking cow. Okay. I say that because she's a cow, not because, he just wanders over at the thing. Vinny kind of is just like Vinny walks up next to the second story window that this scene looks out from and goes, oh man. What are you doing after the shoot today, babe?
We have business to attend to as her producer.
Mm-hmm.
You're no fun, bro. It's fine. Well, they might hope to see you at one of the parties soon. I've never seen one like you. Oh boy. All right, he kind of just wanders out. Shelly pops up in another window, but in a way where only you can see her, and she just gives you this stare of like.
Shelly, you won't see me if you just stop staring.
She just. In a really bad mood.
This will be the episode of this show that every child remembers 20 years from now, huh?
Yeah, this will be a real. This will
The
be.
boy
Children
child.
are about to have their
Boy-
sexual awakening.
Yeah,
Some girls would remember this.
Girls are gonna figure out that they're not straight.
A lot of girls will be like, "Oh, I see." A lot of boys will be like,
I wanna be her.
I wasn't in love with my teacher. I was in love with this cartoon about a teacher, and that's why I eventually slept with my teacher.
Wow.
Anyway, all right. So in any case, you're going to be in the shoot. My goodness.
Things you probably didn't plan for when we started planning this session, huh?
I mean, he's learned by now.
The
to
problem
never
with
expect
today's
us to do
session
things.
was you had there legitimately were multiple different avenues you might go to first, and I didn't know which one you were gonna do, which is great. I love it. So as Duchess learns her lines, Leo and Sha'Nehl, you two are trying to lead this cow around. Now, I will need deception checks from both of you to keep up the idea that you actually are lost.
All right. Hey, 18.
10.
10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna just say let's split the difference. We'll say it's a 14.
Perfectly balanced.
She'll get a +1 on her insight.
She rolled a 13.
She rolled a 4, so.
Excellent.
I say mannequins really don't make a good help. No offense to you two.
None taken at all.
This cow gets it.
Leona's like adding her to the list.
I just don't understand why it is that we're still walking. I mean, I need to rest my hooves. I have a very big scene today. I've learned so much dialogue, and quite frankly, that little snot. I've never done a show with a child tune like this, but they're so revolting, and I just can't stand them.
Yeah.
We're doing Shelly a real favor here.
Is there a D100 I could roll to see if there is a open manhole somewhere around that I could push her into?
Sure,
We're trying to out-tune the tune.
This is D&D, so you want to roll high? Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. Is this on off chance?
Or a closet or something?
Oh, it's only a 42. Okay.
There is unfortunately there's no conveniently opened manhole cover.
Is there a broom closet we can show?
Or just an open door. Any open door.
I'll tell you what. If that is now your goal of a thing to do, why don't you both make a investigation check? I'll let you both do it, because for somehow you're in some very disturbing mannequin telepathy here of both being on the same page.
I don't see anything.
2 undead, inanimate creatures.
6.
Neither of you can think of a good way to shove this woman into anything. Like, and it's pretty also. You're really embracing the spirit of cartoons, because you walk past like an open door, and you're like, we gotta find something to put her in. No, something that we can put her in, not just an open door. Something that would keep her.
There's
inside.
like cow storage that we walk right by.
That door's open. Yeah, that one won't work. No. Yeah, that
No,
door into that
maybe
small
that
room.
door was just painted open. It wasn't really open.
Yeah, you never know with these
But
places.
unfortunately, you two, it's probably because the two of you are so busy trying to like confuse her and stuff that you're not able to find a good place to put her.
Confusing ourselves.
But she still doesn't suspect anything, so you can try that again in your next thing. We will now cut back to Duchess and Dominic. Duchess, you're on the stage, and everybody says, Susie Sunshine is on the set. Susie Sunshine is on the set. And a very small, inked and painted orc with kind of like a fun little hairdo, her kind of a sort of like a light gray dress, little pigtails, cute little tusks. She just kind of
Duchess would just kind of, just don't forget to get those photos to my agent as soon as possible. Just part of the contract. Don't want to breach contract.
And fair enough. Make a persuasion roll actually on that point. Dominic, if you're helping, why don't you make one as well? Because I know you're also good at this.
I'm not proficient, but I +3 because I have a card.
That is a 16.
Charisma.
Also 16.
I'll say with both of you kind of putting this stuff in, and like sure enough, like various people, somebody does bring over a signed photo of Susie to sign. She pauses. Kind of disappears into her own pocket. She just walks onto the stage, looks at Duchess.
Gonna be a real big
Oh no, is she like one of those, the tragedy of unchanging child
she just kind of
Baby
stands
Herman.
at the little desk that's out there.
Duchess will kind of whisper, like, are you okay? Mm-hmm.
Are you?
Sometimes.
Must be nice.
Okay.
Must be nice.
New personal mission. Okay. Okay.
Wow, that's tragic.
What's something you want to do that's not this then?
Desire is an illusion.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but it's not. So what's something you would like to do?
It's a way to trap us
Mm-hmm.
into the
Okay.
mazes we run like rats.
They would like to do
Am I there with Duchess or
art
the
house
audio
movies.
set?
You're off to the side of Duchess. Yeah, you can hear this. They're beginning to light the scene a little bit, and she just stands there.
I'll say, you could really use a drink one of these, probably. Why don't you go to this place in Little Trachaloy? It's a nice place. It's called The Alley.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah,
child,
I mean...
So you would rather I anesthetize myself against the darkness of the world?
How long have you been a child now?
3 years?
There's another boy your age you can play with there.
Wait. Was she inked 3 years ago then?
Yeah.
I'm just considering, how do legal drinking laws apply to toons?
We have our own laws, don't you worry about it.
Children
That
my
seems
age.
civil rightsy.
Children my age are lucky in their ignorance.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to just be sad all day, or do you want to go and do something actually fun after this?
If I could still feel anything,
Okay.
I'd be sad. But instead,
We're going to go do something fun after this.
you are not the
No,
boss
you.
of me.
No, that's true. I'm not, but we're still gonna.
I'll pen in gals being pals under your schedule, Duchess.
Thank you.
Cute tunes doing cute things.
Where did you train? Is this Meisner?
Vietnam.
Is this Strasbourg?
Duchess will say whatever her first studio was, and then she will list all the countries that she went to in the war.
When you say Marlins, she pauses. Marlins. And she begins to speak to you with the tiefling language. Like,
Okay.
parlez-vous Marlins? Marlins? She begins, and she just describes to you, which is a language you speak. Dominic, do you speak Marlinch?
I do not believe so. I believe it. I only speak Trachilian.
So in the tongues of devils, she starts describing how much she loves the great existentialist tiefling authors. And the
But
writings
that's how
of
she
them.
is.
And she's very
He and
interested
Leo
in
would
that.
really get along.
And
She's a nihilist.
she's asking if you've read, of these existentialist authors.
Does Duchess read?
There's like a
I don't know that that would be
chance.
like in her hobbies.
Reasonable.
You know,
Like
I haven't
sheet.
read that one, but I think I
Ish.
know someone that has.
I suppose that
That sounds right up his alley. His very long, slow alley.
in
Would you
many
meet
ways,
at the alley?
in many ways, the Marlinch, they don't need to read the books, they can live them.
Well, it depends on which ones you talk to. They're not all.
All right, hey,
Them
we're
are-
ready to do a take of the first shot here, and she says,
Well, let us both, shall we say, indulge in the futile banality of this business we call show. Then she kind of just suddenly starts going, red leather, yellow leather. I'm ready.
I'll make a mental note for Cynthia to have some non-alcoholic beverages for child tunes in case she comes around.
Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple. Oh, well, whatever.
Oh,
they
it
would
probably
call
would be
this
called a
universe.
Susie Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Susie
Here's a Susie
Sunrise.
Sunshine. Here's a
It
Susie
would be
Sunrise.
called a
Here.
Susie
Event
Sunrise.
with the Susie Sunshine.
Odd.
amazing. Amazing.
Get all the ingredients for a Susie Sunrise.
Sunshine.
So
She'd probably
Susie
hate
Sunshine.
the drink that's named after her.
Oh yeah, she
based on-
100% would.
Yeah, she would.
But I'm trying to be
Oh.
considerate here.
Yeah,
but
no,
I
I
think
get it,
Dominic
but-
would be.
Consumerist attempt to bleed more money. getting America's youth hooked on sugar at an early age before that addiction can give way to more painful ones, and the never-ending churn of a dying organism we call the Earth.
Susie,
Yeah.
were you drawn this way, or is this just
If she says that in my bar, I
turn
would say,
into this,
yeah,
or
you're-
what the?
I was drawn just like this.
No, but I mean, like,
I admire.
Right.
the energy put into you, or did you get that on your own?
Oh, that's mine. I do admire. I admire your bosoms. It seems like
Most people do. Yeah.
they've been drawn with a physics that is not of this world.
That would be accurate.
You pick up line.
If we go off script, it might be funny if I bounce something off of them.
Oh, go for it. Yeah, I barely feel a thing when they do that.
The director's like, all right, we're ready for a take here. And so she's like, blah, blah, blah. And it's sort of, the scene goes, she's like, and it's like, and lights, sound, and action. And she goes,
Whatever you say, lady. I don't gotta learn nothing from you, Miss Governess.
etc. And you don't have to deliver your dialogue because you don't know what it is. Please just make a performance roll.
But if you do have some ideas, wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, you're allowed to go off book, though. It's a very collaborative process.
14 plus 3, 17.
You do good, but it is her show, and she does start like pulling stuff out of nowhere, a la your sort of thing, and she does hit you with a hammer, which is scripted, and but like she rather than the single knock, she goes boom, 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 etc. It's all very messy, but like it's a pretty good take, and as it
But I
cuts-
do want her to be like speaking with that breathy, like Marilyn Monroe.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And she sort of stops and says,
You are bringing something to this performance I wasn't expecting.
Is that a good thing, or?
It breaks up the mundanity.
Well, let's call that good then. Yeah. All right.
Diverting is the best I'm comfortable with going. Even though I don't mean to cause offense, but if I do, it doesn't matter. We're all gonna wind up dead anyway.
God, she needs a drink.
You might as well go to the bar. I feel like that's your future, anyways.
Girls read too much John Paul Sartre.
I've never even seen a color. Were they even real?
Oh no.
They were. They were definitely real.
I don't know if that's more heartbreaking for you or I. Or for the colors themselves.
I have a way of feeling better about it.
Let me guess. Potions.
No. I'm going to kill the man that started it.
No, murder.
Murder.
And thus, violence begets more violence.
Sure.
we're ready to go
Yes,
again.
greatest.
All right, big boobs, get ready to learn how a kid can teach you something.
All right. So, as that goes on, Sha'Nehl and Leo. One more attempt here.
I want to whisper to Sha'Nehl, let's get her as far away as we can and then just ditch her somewhere before she notices we're gone.
Wait, but first, maybe we can push her into something.
All right, let's look for another closet or something.
Yeah, and if that doesn't succeed, then we run.
Yeah, all right, we'll do that.
Let's ditch her.
If y'all
Alright.
never watched a cartoon, you should not put a tune in closet. You should not.
So just show up right behind you. Just
Who you putting in the hole? Yeah, exactly.
I guess it depends on what kind of tune she is, actually. But yeah.
True.
Go ahead and make one more investigation check, unless you want to pitch some other skill for this.
No, but I rolled a 9.
Y'all literally can't find closets. I want you to know that.
not a studio.
I'm in
There
an
are
unfamiliar
no
place.
closets
all
or
right.
wardrobes here. Then again,
19.
they don't notice.
A 19. So Sha'Nehl, you think the best thing to do? You've passed a couple, but there are there are various like trucks and like trailers that get driven around. And you think the best thing to do would be to get her on a truck and like just tell her like it's gonna take her somewhere. Just try to get her in a truck that's like going elsewhere. There are film ranches and such, you know, in this world. So that's the plan based on what you've seen and what you've passed. That would make the most sense is to try to get her onto like a Jenny truck or a.
Yeah. I will. Oh yeah, here it is. This is the truck that will take you to the soundstage. Get on, hop on real quick.
Make a deception roll.
Yeah, and they have all the paperwork ready for you right there. You'll get there.
I really think that we've passed this way several times.
Oh no, it's just there's a lot of places that look very similar.
Make your own deception check as well.
All right. Next card. That's a nat 20 plus 3.
Sha'Nehl?
7.
Well, the nat 20 is going to cancel out some of your stuff. So instead, it's a nat 20 plus 3. So we'll say that's a 15. I'm going to cancel out a bit of that. So we're going to go an 18. So it's an 18 for her to see through this. Although I'm going to give her advantage because she has been walking a while. She does have a +1.
I have a backup plan, by the way.
Just shove her in there.
Your backup plan is not necessary. She says,
I can keep my limb on.
well,
The real Toon experience.
I got something for you, Toon. In that case,
I got your paperwork right here.
I'll
sign
give
this. They convinced poor Madame Bovinery.
She's gonna end up in Million Oaks, is she?
There probably are film branches out in the direction of Million Oaks. That would be really funny. She gets onto a properties truck of some kind, and she says, well, thank you for trying.
Yep, that's great. I slammed the door in her face.
The door, and she's like, you hear muffled, like, wait, I don't even see any chairs, and oh my, as it begins to rumble away. All right, so you guys got her on there.
Well, where the hell are we?
Oh.
Yeah, you guys are very lost in the studio.
I do think we are lost.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Yes,
Case in point,
I think
you're
we
not at
succeeded too
EWL
well.
anymore.
Yeah, we may have done a bit too good of a job on that.
This is a real third act twist here.
Can we try to find our way back? Do we have to
Sure,
roll
make a
something?
survival check.
All right, yeah, I can do this. Yeah, that's fine. Just retrace our steps.
I have a 17.
Okay.
I love
Okay,
that.
good, because I rolled a nat 1.
Ooh, that'll actually deduct hers a little bit though.
Oh God!
So after
I'm sorry.
after another 30 minutes of walking, one of you finally realizes that you're no longer even on the EWL stages. Somehow you put her on a truck over at the Croft Brothers studio, so you're there. So now it's gonna take you guys a while to get where you're going. However, we will now cut back over to the thing. Dominic, you have overheard Vinny complaining that his scene is being cut with the governess. He's like, no, like, what? I'm supposed to have a scene with the governess where, like, there's like all this stuff with the soup, like the whole soup gag. And he's like, yeah, but with this new actor, Vinny, it's just gonna play as gross. Dads don't want to see you with her; they want to see her alone. And he's like, oh, come on, no, trust me, they'll want to. He's really upset about it. So in any case, I'd like you to make one more performance roll just for the day.
Mm-hmm. 18 plus I think 3.
Nice, very good.
Yes,
Well,
plus 3.
Yeah, so that's a 21.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job. You do periodically notice, and you're in a couple scenes with her later. Shelly comes out to do this one scene where like some of the staff discover you having been tied up in some weird thing.
Oh no!
And she just
I like the idea that no matter what they do, it just looks like bondage.
yeah, it's like, oh my god, this child tied me up. Whatever will I do? And just Shelly's like,
Yep. This
Guess
is
it'll
the
look like-
episode everyone will remember 20 years from now.
So in any case, the
fingerprints episode. From
actually,
Animaniacs.
Dominic, Dominic, I want you to make an insight
Space
check.
Jam.
Insight check.
Yeah.
All right, +1. Let's see. 4.
You have no idea. Duchess, why don't you make one as well? It's a higher DC for you because you're distracted by acting. Dominic, you roll a 4 mainly because you were enjoying craft service. It's amazing.
14.
With a 14, I will say that Duchess, you get a sense from what the director says, like every time he sees you, the director doesn't seem that sleazy. Like, in his directions to you, even though they're often like, and he says things to you in a very, he's like, I think we're gonna change this so we have you like tied up. Is that okay? You know, he'll ask you these things. But you get the sense that the director is not a dirtbag. The director's in some fight with the studio, and he's just like, fuck it. We're not having a cow. You want to eat a cow with udders? I'll give you udders.
I got 2 of them.
You want a scene with? You want her to get soaked in soup? Yeah, we'll do that. You know, he's really playing stuff up. He's giving you ad libs you can do that are like that. You're gonna have some double meanings and are gonna, you know, this one's for the dads. But so basically, as he's directing you in this thing, you get the impression that he's trying to. This isn't about you, but he's gonna use you with your whatever, if you're down with it, to just kind of like give the studio a really good cartoon that. Really, you're not gonna run this one? You're not gonna run this gold I just gave you?
We just got a raid.
Oh, we got a raid. Oh, hello, raid. We're in the midst of a Noir campaign where one of our animated characters is pretending to be an actor to get close to another animated character who has information about the mystery they're trying to solve, while our 2 mannequins forced another animated character onto a truck and to get driven off into the distance, and then
he was supposed to be on the show,
and then who was supposed to be in this cartoon, and then our orc is just enjoying craft service at the studio, and that is what Noir is all about. If you guys,
Hopefully that truck wasn't sent to a butcher.
you know what? They wouldn't like her because she's all ink.
Exactly.
Just showbiz.
We asked for a cow, not for this.
Oh. My lord. Well, very fun. So, Duchess, however, you do a very good performance. And at the end of it, sort of Susie will mention to you. She only speaks in Marlinch to you at this point. But okay. Susie will say, well, that was different.
Yeah. Look, it's okay to have fun. And whatever fun looks like to you.
Do you think the war orphans in Trachaloy are having fun?
Probably more than you right now, yeah.
Then good for them.
If I hear this, I'm gonna walk up to her and just give her my business card, which is very clearly, like, has a mob insignia or something on it. Our bar, in case you need.
Smells of gunpowder.
Drinks.
I'm beginning to feel that I am in some absurdist drama.
First half of that is definitely true.
Second half's also true too, so.
Do you think anything's ever going to get better?
No. That's just the world we live in.
She appreciates that and puts the card into her pocket.
Just gotta live with it.
Well, you live with it then. I'm gonna bring color back.
Well, good luck. It was interesting to work with you, Duchess. I hope that neither of us are ever forced to make another demeaning film such as this, or as all cartoons are inherently demeaning, but it was interesting to work with you.
Right, so was she an inked, or she was an orc, right? And she got
she's an inked.
No.
She's an inked and painted. She's like you.
She's drawn like an orc.
She's drawn like an orc and painted like an orc.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
She'll say, all right, well,
be seeing ya.
She walks off. you do have, and Dominic does have a signed photo.
Stack
of her.
of.
All right, cool. We got everything. So I guess, is that it for me today?
That's a wrap on Duchess. That's a wrap on
Yes,
Duchess, and
yes.
everyone claps. And he's like, that was wonderful. Vinny's like, yeah, that was. I wish I could have been in it with you a little bit more, you know.
I know you do. Yeah, I know.
So what are you up to? Come on, yeah, honestly. What are you doing tonight? And Dominic already said, you know, you're busy with stuff. He's kind of calling after you guys as you're, you know.
I'm going to be speaking with a contact in hopes of finding a killer and then killing them myself instead.
God, man. He looks at Dominic. I'm telling you, these tunes are fucking crazy. As you all, so you two leave, and we'll say that's right around the time Leo and Sha'Nehl have found their way back to this studio and snuck back onto it.
Damn big is this studio lot.
I'm sort of imagining them have a handful of souvenirs or something like that.
I know, right?
Somehow.
Yeah.
Did we meet any celebrities on our
I
way
heart
back?
Holly Berry or whatever.
Yeah.
Actually,
I went to Holly Berry and all I got was this stupid T-shirt.
not only that, as Leo and Sha'Nehl walked around 2 different active Hollyberry studios, they didn't see a single celebrity, even though they were like right next to them constantly.
Oh.
Just like
That
you
checks
guys
out
were
with
like,
our,
you guys
investigation.
were,
They
where
don't
the
know
hell are
any
we
of these
going here?
celebrities.
And just like a huge star's walking behind you.
Walking right by like Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Leo,
and it's like, hey, sir, do you know how
like
to
the
get to
entire
the
Academy
studio?
Awards walked out right through them, and
Yeah.
you don't notice any of these people.
You have to find a closet. Come on.
So you guys managed to find your way back, and the group has gathered here. Now, Duchess, you did make an appointment that would be somewhat rapidly approaching.
I will be going to that, yes.
Okay.
Do we meet up or?
Yeah, you guys have
we
met
met up.
back up, basically. So
I have a
Duchess
stack
shot a
of
full
papers.
day. The worst part about this, Duchess, is that cow's probably going to get paid for your work.
That's okay. It's still my name on the thing.
So
that cow.
I got
Leo-
paid at exposure.
Oh no! Oh no!
A lot of exposure.
Oh god, that hurts.
Literally? Well, they got paid exposure too. Oh my.
Wow. So in the case, yes, the group has. I guess I'll sort of. Is there anything you guys want to roleplay or discuss here, or?
Well,
or...
I'm gonna establish that since I have a stack of signed photos of the cast there, I'm just gonna get some sort of folder. I didn't walk in with a folder, probably of the of the studio that I'm in. What is it? EWL.
EWL.
Studios.
You've got an EWL folder, and you've got that in there, no problem. And I mean the rest of
Now I
it.
really look like a producer.
Yeah,
Or
you can.
EWL.
So are you going to basically lead them over to this coffee shop?
Yes, but they can't sit with me.
Understood.
Makes
That's
sense.
fair.
So, as you guys all go over to Donut Resuscitate, and
My god, that's an incredible name.
That is an incredible name.
as you guys kind of head over there, and it's like there's a healthy sort of studio business going through, but Duchess, you get yourself a booth. The others get a booth kind of near her, or you guys want to be at the counter.
I mean, have we established that, well, what is it? What's her face? Susie knows that I was with Duchess personally.
True.
I
Susie
could
saw-
roleplay
you
it. I could roleplay it either way, where either the producer does know of the backroom dealings, or I don't.
But
I don't
you
know which
should
way
not be
Duchess
hanging.
would think.
Like you should be separate, so it doesn't look like the whole bunch of us all together.
But I think what Dominic is saying is this Susie, or it's not. Well, Susie's talked to you, but I think that Shelley would have noticed you. So basically,
Shelley
But
knows.
he shouldn't be with us, basically.
Yes. Shelley knows I'm connected with Duchess. They don't know that either of us are connected with you lot.
So the 2 mannequins just get a table in the corner. I guess is Luminus here with us or?
no, Luminus is not
No.
here today. I'll have him.
He's
pop up
recovering
had he-
from his
All right.
exhaustion.
There's an elvish waitress who'll kind of, sort of direct people where they are. So Dominic, are you going in, or are you just not even going to go into the diner?
I'll be in, but on a third table, separate from Sha'Nehl and Leo.
So
or at the bar or something like that. If there's like bar seating.
The four of you occupy multiple things. Before too long, your girl, Shelly, although now that it's getting towards night, maybe she is towards the towards. She comes in, and with an incredibly low perception score for someone who's trying to be sneaky, or trying to be kind of spy, she doesn't even notice Leo and Sha'Nehl, doesn't even notice Dominic. She sees Duchess, and she comes and sits across from her and goes, you can't show up at work like that. Now, if you told me that you were on the show that day, we could have chatted in a trailer or something. God, are you crazy?
It was a mix-up. I'm so sorry.
Wait, you weren't supposed to be in the show?
I was scheduled for a different show where they needed a Duchess, not the governor. It was, just...
She just starts smoking. They are so inept. I swear. They're just... They're so
really,
inept at the studio.
They are. They just really are, yeah.
Coffee black. And a banana cream pie. Are you getting anything, Duchess?
Yeah, I want that pie. Yeah. The banana cream as well.
The waitress is like, so 2 banana cream pies.
Yes.
She looks at the 2 tunes. And she points at a sign on the window.
Wow,
says,
that's racial
"No pie
profiling,
throwing."
ma'am. That is racial profiling. Not all tunes throw pies.
She's just doing her job. It's fine. We just want it. It's fine. She goes. The waitress looks for a second and goes, I'm bringing them to you in slices. She walks away.
What, does she think we can't throw them in slices? What a crazy loon. Also, I can take out my own pie. I don't need to throw her pies.
Look, she gets hit in the face with a lot of pies here.
I bet she does.
That is a real Roger Rabbit.
I'd just like to know, I've switched to Leon for the donut shop.
Understood. That'll upset less people? Who's to say? In any case, so she's like, all right, so, okay. So you also work nights?
Mm-hmm.
Have I heard of you?
Yeah.
I feel like I would have.
Or, I don't know. You maybe.
What's your
have
night name?
It is. Duchess was used one of her sister's names, actually. Yeah.
Oh,
Shoot.
no.
But I forgot what I named him. I forgot what.
Baroness.
I know
something.
What is it? Yeah.
Was one princess? I can't remember.
The Baroness.
Queenie Princessa. That's what it was.
Queenie
One of them.
Princessa. So you say your queen, your night name is Queenie Princessa.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of looks for a second. Yeah, I can see some people would be into that. All right.
Yeah.
So you got a bad John. What's the problem?
He's just he just refuses to pay, and it's he was one of the big spenders before, and now he's refusing to, and I just don't want who getting all upset.
Oh, because I mean, what I would do in this situation is I'd go to Irene and just say, send some muscle. But I mean, Irene doesn't really, she doesn't really handle the small stuff. She only comes. God. Did you know Dottie?
Yeah, I did. I haven't seen her in a few days.
She got did.
No.
She got really messed up. I heard about it. It's bad.
Oh no.
So I'm a little on edge. You show up and ask me questions about this stuff.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean. I didn't know.
I've worked with Dottie a little bit,
Oh.
I'm wondering if the person I saw with her is gonna. What if that's the one who wanted to kill her?
Who was it? Oh my God! What if it's my John?
Who's your John?
Who is it?
She's gonna look at you for a second. Go ahead and make a deception roll.
Sure.
Is she rolling that 1 or that 20 on that?
Don't worry about it.
Well, sorry, what am I rolling? The
Deception.
deception? Okay. That is a
Deception.
17.
What'd she roll? What did Shelly roll?
Let's say I give her a +3 for insight. She has a 4.
I think.
So she super is believing this.
Excellent.
My client, is a military guy. Like you know his name. Is that yours too?
We told her who the general is, right?
Does
You
it rhyme?
remember, yeah.
Does it rhyme with Smellgrave?
That's your client too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You actually literally just said his name as part of another name.
Does it rhyme with Smellgrave? I guess actually for Toon Shtick, she'll go. Yes!
Oh my god.
You think he's the one that got Dottie?
I mean, he's got connections, and some of the stuff he wanted to do was... I mean, I'm not one for kink shaming, but that guy's gross.
Yeah. I heard he likes ink baths.
He's into this thing called an inkfinity pool.
That's-
She'll explain it to you.
It's just wasteful.
It doesn't sound sanitary. Anyway, she has sort of conveyed all of this to you at this point. But look, if you're having trouble with him, he's not paying.
No, he is a troublesome client, but he's not the one that's not paying.
Oh.
Thankfully, yes.
I was about to say, because
but-
all his money, it's not through Irene that it gets laundered,
I know. I'm still kind of new at this, and this is the first time I've had real problems.
Well, who's laundering your money from your queenie princess jobs?
Mm-hmm.
The manager?
Who did Irene? Did Irene bring you into this, or have you even?
I haven't met Irene yet. No, I'm new,
Don't.
and that's why I don't know.
Don't.
No.
Just whoever. Just however you're getting your money. Are you getting it washed for you?
Well, that's what I'm being told. I think maybe the dryer is broken.
Oh. Okay. Here's the deal. If they're laundering your money through Dryer Dreyfus, you don't want any part of that. You want Willie the washer.
Willie, I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make sure to.
Because I get all my money laundered through Willie the washer, and it.
Oh, and then he gives it to Irene.
No, I
No.
get it.
No,
money
Irene
changes
gives
hands.
it to him.
Whoever the clients give it to someone,
client.
and then
Okay.
Willie washes it, and then it comes to me smelling like detergent.
But so I should go to Irene about my other John that isn't paying me?
If you haven't met Irene, I wouldn't go to Irene. I would just tell whoever is handling you that.
Okay, that makes sense. Where does Irene hang out even? Like, what if we do have problems? I do. No, if these guys keep being so problematic, I want to go to the right person.
I've met her at a club in Cook Park a couple times.
Okay.
It's called the Imbroglio.
Is that a word that's the same language as El Gracioso?
It probably is,
Churchillian.
but that's not it. Imbroglio is also just like a word that means like a complicated, weird situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That seems like a place she would go. I have another question, actually. Wait, I forgot it the second I said that. Hold on.
Oh, now I really want to hear what it is.
Oh yeah. Okay. Speaking of because that's what happened. By the way, speaking of Dottie, God rest her, I heard she was handling some real like secret client.
She told me a little bit about that.
Mm-hmm. About what was his name? Did it rhyme with smell smargrioso?
What?
Il gracioso.
No.
No?
I don't know what that is. No, her special client was some guy she just called him the Charmer.
Yeah, definitely different people. My mistake. What's the charmer like?
She said, and I mean, the pies come.
So
16 slices of pies on
Yes,
the table.
yes. Perfect. Impossible to throw a slice across the room.
Meanwhile, Sha'Nehl and I are sitting at the table, and Leon is just reading off the menu. And he's just like, I cannot decide between the donut disturb, or the glaze of glory, or the glazing. Which one do you think I should get? Anton.
What was the third one?
Donut disturb.
What was the third one?
The glazing. The glazing donut.
You know, you do not need to eat. Have you realized that one yet? Or
Right,
is
but
it just a habit?
There is an artifice to
You
it.
guys do have to eat to survive.
We do, yes.
We do? I thought we didn't have to
But
eat.
it can be fake food.
You don't have to eat real food, but you have to consume every day. You're programmed to do it. It's a
You
very
can eat the plate or something.
Yeah.
Can I just eat the menu
Sure.
instead of the...
They won't
I
like
will
that if you do
have
that.
everything. And I start eating the menu.
I'm just trying to read off more donut news. What about the fudge
It
Judy?
is delicious.
Fudge Judy! Oh, that's absolutely what I'm calling all my brownies.
What about I have a list up that I found.
These are donut puns?
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Wait,
about the glaze of glory?
You said that
Never
already.
seen that one.
Oh shit. Wait, what was the other one? Oh yeah, kicking the donuts.
I don't wait. A what?
Kicking the
Kicking
donuts.
Oh, a kick in the donuts.
Oh god.
All right.
Meanwhile, Dominic is going over all of these signed autographs. It's like, oh, I've seen these pictures in old country. Yeah.
I want Dominic to like pull out a marker and just try to like write like to Dominic, like terrible underneath each one. So
I would totally do that. Yeah.
To my best friend, Dominic.
And obviously Dominic's normal handwriting above all of the signatures.
You changed my life, man.
that being said, Dominic,
Yes, totally
do you do that to the Susie Sunshine one?
Better
No,
not.
Okay.
that's not for me. That's not for me. That's for no.
But as she sort of goes over this, she explains, yes, the charming one. Well, she then, as you know, because I mean, you are a cartoon, so, and you know, like, I mean, she kind of sometimes moves a little slowly, but she goes, so anyway.
Sure, yeah, no,
Then
we don't need to chew.
Then she stacks 5 of them onto one plate and.
That's just,
feel better.
we'll pull out a conveyor belt and just put the pies on it and then.
That's cute. That's cute.
Thank you.
Well, good luck with your problems.
No, sorry, you were telling me about the charmer.
Oh, I don't know the charmer. He just sounded real charming.
What did Dottie say about him?
She said it was like when he looked at you, it was like it's like the rest of the world fell away.
Hmm.
She said
And
it
what
was-
what did he look like when he looked at you, or at us, at people?
What do you mean?
You know, what did what the face that's looking at me, to paint me a picture? You know.
I mean, she said he was good looking, which is, you know, uncommon a lot of the time.
No, sure, yeah, no, but you know, what did the good looking look like?
Oh, she didn't really get into it with me.
No, not even a little.
No.
I mean,
okay.
We were talking about this while we were doing an infinity pool, so you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, pretty
it
distracted.
wasn't-
I get it.
We didn't have much time before gulps, but we were. Anyway. Well. Anyway, thanks for the pie.
Yeah, no problem.
Good luck to you.
This is on me. Yeah.
She'll
One last
also,
thing.
She'll actually give you like a piece of paper with a phone number. Says, if you ever need to get in touch with me, please don't show up at the studio. You can call me there.
Thank you. No, that's perfect. But also, if you since you were saying, if you do feel like you're in danger, here's where you can find me.
Oh, thanks.
And that's the bar. And then also, nope, just the bar, just the bar.
You have a phone number now.
I
and
do,
phone.
but if people are potentially trying to get at her, I don't want people getting to Freddy before I do.
But the bar can get fucked up.
The bar. I'm not married to the bar. No, of course the bar can get fucked up.
Well,
We're gonna end this story with a bar shot up again.
Full circle.
Boss, this one might be
Good
my
bookends.
fault. I'm so sorry about that.
Damn it! And we just killed off all the people who could have paid for the bar. God damn it! Now we gotta do honest work to fix this bar.
God.
well, as you guys sort of finish up here at this evening, she walks out. Sha'Nehl, you can eat a menu. Dominic, you can finish your stuff. But I think that is where, kind of like as she walks out of this corner diner, there's a real kind of like Nighthawks moment of all of you, like sitting in this diner, kind of like hopper painting or whatever. And that is where we'll end tonight's session, with Duchess having gotten. She asked just one more question, and that's when she heard the word gulping. Or gulps, rather. So I want to say thank you to everyone who's watched, and I want to offer some apologies. One thing I'll never apologize for is Donut Resuscitate.
Who's going to pay for my therapy?
I don't know.
This washer and laundry,
Yeah,
guys.
pay for fucking Susie Sunshine's therapy.
That is
Relieve a washer and dryer Dreyfus.
that is inspired that the
incredible.
money launderers are literal washing machines and dryers.
Pretty happy with that, you guys. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoy these crazy games we play. If you like what we do, please follow us. There's no liking. Just follow us or subscribe if you're able, and you do get a free one if you link your Amazon Twitch account to your Amazon, or to your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch. If you link those, you get one for free, and you got to renew it every time and all that good stuff. But it's appreciated if you send that to us or to anyone. Just don't let it sit dormant, because then Amazon wins. And there's one thing no one wants: it's for Amazon to win. We have other fun shows, such as Blood from a Stone, a horror game, on Friday nights. On Sundays, we have Here Be Dragons, where there be dragons. And then on Mondays, we have Temple Flight, our superhero show. These games are all these games are at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time on Twitch, except for the dragon game, which is at 7 o'clock on Sunday nights. A lot of fun stuff happening there. You can go to our About page to sort of get links to all of the wonderful people who play in all these channels. Also, we have a Discord, so you can check that out as well. I think if I do this, our Discord shows up in the thing. No, doesn't.
No.
I think it's social. It's exclamation social. Or socials.
There we go. All right. Thank you, Nightboat, the crime-solving boat. With all that being said, I want to say thank you to my players for the evening. That was some very fun stuff. I'm glad you guys, when you think someone is trying to kill you through strange, duplicitous means, always go on a studio tour. That's the lesson from tonight's game. Super fun stuff. Thank you all. Until we meet again, parting is such sweet sorrow, as Susie Sunshine would say about matters like this.
No.
It doesn't matter if you leave or go, never see them again. In the end, you're just a bunch of atoms barely clinging together until you're not. But What I'll say to the rest of you is good night and good noir.